Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh boy, I need to bring some stuff up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Boom, boom, boom. There. Okay, so let's go ahead and right now all I'm seeing is APDN. Go look at this thing. All right, so let's get this thing popped out. Let's go to our main. Come on, YouTube. You're tripping. And yeah, really APDN just popped up. So I really just getting to my charts here. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Save that. All right. All right. All that is good to go. Let's go ahead and jump over here to our main and APDN. Let's look at this thing and see what's going on. Applied data, DNA sciences. We've seen this one before. Last news was March 12th. It did it announced a 1-for-50 reverse stock split effective March 14th. So all of that has already happened. And this was the last release from the company themselves. Common stock will begin trading on a split adjusted basis March 14th. All right, well, they have slightly recent news. Let's jump over here to the charts. It's the only one I see right now. The one that I traded from yesterday was ATER. And it has all bundled on down. Where I ended up entering on ATER is right here in this little divot. My average price was about 280 or 279 ish, and so I started entering about 275, and it popped on out of here, gave me a nice little move, and got my little. So the aim for what I'm doing is get about 20 cents per trade, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. So we can go over here to my journal here. I think I drew those in. Yeah. Okay, I got them in there. All right, so yeah, this was the trade from yesterday, or no, this was the trade from yesterday. And then I took another one. I was thinking it would go up again. And so what I did on the first one, I took 400 shares, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take a small amount of shares and just see if it can play up. And it was like, nah, I don't want to play. So it actually ended up stopping me out, and that was it. But I got stopped out for green because I got my stop up above break even, and that was the whole plan. Just look, don't lose here. All right. So I need to, this was the ATR break and hold as well, but it just wasn't on a super big dip here. So I was looking for this thing to keep on going. All right, let's go. And this was on the ATR break and hold. This is a small cap. One of the, what did I do wrong here? Let's see. On this one, I did. They stock for 15 minutes. I really don't know if I did anything wrong because it had pulled back. I was just looking for it to go up. It went up a little bit, but just didn't take off. So I don't know if I could put a mistake on there. But that was that one. Let's go back here and jump into this one. This was the main one. Got in, start buying around this 280-ish mark. Got my average around down to 279, and then it gave me the pop, and I was ready to get out. Some of them turn around quick, some of them don't. And so for this one, that was a cheaper price range. I just really didn't trust that it can get up. Really didn't trust it. The APDN is still the number one right now that I see with 2 million shares. It's got the reverse stock split news. It came up here to 261. And let's go ahead and calculate our ATR. So right here. And the close was $2 on the dot. $2 on the dot. And the ATR is 74 cents. So 2 plus, what am I doing? 274. All right. 274 up here. So it stopped at 261. 274 is right. I was really about to put that in the calculator. 274. Let me make sure that's, I guess it's 275 is rounded up. So let's say 275. Mark that up and okay. So that is where our ATR high is. It is currently up 14%. Of course, if it goes below 10%, it's kind of like off of my radar. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I wait for something else, right? But I do like to see where the volume is going on the morning. So the volume is coming here, but it's going downwards. I know that there's some shorts getting into this thing, and I don't know if they're getting trapped or if they're winning, but we'll see. Previous days kind of highs that it broke was 190 and then broke up here towards this 215, so that's all good. We got a low down here during pre-market of $2 exactly. So interesting. We'll see what it wants to do. Let's go ahead and look into this applied sciences some more. Oh, first of all, before we do that, I saw the NQ did slap that top that we had listed before. So back here, we saw that this was a previously highly tested level at the 2000, kind of like 2050, but I just rounded it because these are such big numbers to 2000. And you see this trend that we have here has been tested 3 times. So 1, 2, and now 3 today. So are we going to get some consolidation, or will this momentum, can this momentum right here be stopped? Okay. So hit here, came back down to that trend we listed. And remember, this thing was way away from this trend, but I was like, look, I want to see this trend begin to get some multiple touches here. And so now that's what we're seeing over time. We got one here. We got one here. We got one here. Now the question is, will this momentum slow down, or will it go ahead and go back down to our that 19,400 level? But for now, we are under the ATR highs. We are, we'll just have to see what this session brings, but it's all good. Got my eyes open, ears open, head on the swivel. So just want to be alert out here. As far as ADPN, ADP, APDN, applied data, DNA sciences. Let's look at y'all's profile. Where y'all from? Better not be Chinese. All right, it's from New York. Okay, been trading since 1983. Woo. long time trading. All right, so statistics, we got the float is under a million. We got some insiders, but there's more institutions in here on this one. The beta for this one is not strong at all. It's a 0.05. So it's positive, but it's so small that it really doesn't care about the market. So it's going to be hard to find market alignment on it. Let's jump over here. So it said under a million, and I'll put this over here on my notes. Over here, APDN. This is, has a recent reverse stock split. Is the news. Recent reverse split. Okay. Let's see. Recent reverse split. We'll look more into this float here. So market watch, we got APDN. Is everybody in agreement that it is under or around a million in the float? I think so. Market watch is saying that as well. Yep, pretty much all of them are saying around a million or under a million. Float, yep, all in agreement. Now this one says 44 million. So everybody else said under 1 million. This says 44 million. So, you know, it's one too many. So I'm going to say one, somewhere between a million and 44 million. We'll see how it actually ends up trading. I don't know how that got to 44 million, but let's look at the no shelf registrations in here. Okay. Usually we'll see it as a S3. It's a S8. Securities form registration statement under the security bank. Okay, that's an S8 though. All right, so we looked around at that, doing its thing, taking the attention on the day. And let's go back up here to the stats here. So right now, after yesterday, win rate around 87%. We got average daily. This dropped a little bit to 19 cents, and I know why, because of this. This was only a 3-cent gain, a 3-cent stop out, so it kind of brought it down some. But usually I'm getting around, 20 cents. I did kind of size up yesterday with this one being cheaper, just to take full advantage of the pattern, because I didn't believe it can go far, so I was ready to take profit. And the calendar for right now, see, we got 2 more days in the week. I do know that Friday is going to be very busy. I don't even know if I'm going to get to trade on that day. We'll just have to see. But got the profits. Got the profits out of there, and we're just kind of working our way up. But Friday definitely going to be a ringer for me. Thursday is today, so we'll see what we can do today. Just don't want to blow up the rest of the week, and just take a little profit if possible, and get on down. All right, but I'm just gonna keep APDN up. We got our ATR up there. We got our 261. Yeah. To be a cheaper stock, I kind of like to see them get on up though. Show me some heart. But right now, the SPY, the QQQs, so this is the SPY. Oops. Going on down, QQQs doing the same thing. And then NQ, all making that same motion. But now I have a little bit more confidence. This trend seems to be holding a little bit. I don't know if it'll need to be tested again through this and then pulling back up here. But if it does go through it, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more consolidation, because it's made a couple of range plays. So I'm wondering, hey, where's the rest period on this thing? Where's this thing want to kind of breathe and chill out? Over here on the max, on the not max chart, but the daily chart, go to maximum sale. These are the marks that I got. So we've been trading all along this thing. We found some previously tested areas, the 19,400, and then up here to the 2000s. And we saw this first original trend, right? That's down here. It has not made it back to this. It has made another trend. And so the question is, will it fail through this and come back to the 914, or continue for a breakout of this 2000 area? That's my question on today. And I just want to get an inkling, like, hey, you want to be bullish? You're below the ATRs right now. So you're not looking too good to the bullish side, but you know, things can always change. Maybe something comes out. Oh, let's look at seeing there's any speakers today. So today is the 20th. Today, no speakers, commercial paper, selected interest rates, factors affecting reserve balances. All right. So we're looking okay. We're looking okay. But at this point, this thing needs to do some more hard trading. I think I'm just gonna sit on the NQ until something else pops up. It's a little bit more interesting to see. And we're just letting that picture be drawn out for us. Let me see what that other one is. Okay, so this is the 19,400. It's kind of just holding this trend up, if this is a trend. But it's double topped this 2000. So definitely some levels of interest there. To be honest, it's triple top. Looking on the daily, looking over here. 1 test here, 2 with a fall, 3 failure, 4 failure. So many touches there. All right, but anyway, I'm going to continue to get ready, and I got my alerts set. I think I'm just gonna, these push alerts don't really work. I don't like the push alerts. Yeah, it's just always late. Always late. I hate them. So I might switch back over to text messages. I've been trying these different alert systems out, you know, so I can, you know, get a pop when something does go my way, but not working very well. Try to fix it real quick. Got a little bit of time, nothing else is popping up anyway. All right, so let me switch this. I want to set this small cap. Set this as, actually no, I can go to this main one and set my applications, notifications. I want to go to alerts triggered. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off and turn on my SMS. Let's see. So I need to set that up for receiving texts from this. So configure call SMS. So I want to see a number or SMS received. I have to get that number again from whatever number it is. Let's see. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me go look at this thing. Apply, let dry. But yeah, this is pretty much, how I'm coming in, looking at the market, seeing what it's doing before all of the action and FOMO comes in. I'm like, let me get my mind straight. Let's understand the sentiment around this market because I don't want to be ignorant of the sentiment. CGI, CT. Okay, so I'm looking for alert small cap. There it is. Hopefully it's the same number. Actually, don't I have Charles Schwab's number? I think I do. Just add that in there. Charles Schwab. Mm-hmm. Looks like APDN is at 10% now, so that's not great. Under 10% is dead to me. Let's see. I need to add. This is going to be I'll just call it a pager. Okay. Now I should be able to go and search those and it should change, right? Yep, that's what I want. All right, so anything that comes from Charles Schwab, let's set up an alert system. Oh, did somebody just message me on Discord? I think they might have. Let me see. See what we got here. Drop this in the Discord for my folks. Seeing this thing stack up. All right. Okay, so that's the Discord. Then we got this guy coming back over 10%, but the only problem with I like this sell-off right here. So this sell-off is good. Only problem is it is low volume sell-off. I'm looking for high volume shorts chasing this thing into a curve, you know? I'm not looking for this thing to be like halfway in, halfway out. Okay. Anyway. Mm, I want anything that contains small cap. That's what I want the alert on. Yep, small caps. Case insensitive. Okay. Cool. That should work. Let's see if that comes through. Okay. So got a nice little bounce off of that level, but will it need to retest it? A lot of pressure coming down here. Let's go and look at the news, some news outlets for this morning. Are we still on tariffs or are we transitioning away? Why one analysis is betting on 90% Tesla rally. Nvidia, see, Tesla already getting that news, talking about a rally. Nvidia to invest billions in U.S. chip production over 4 years. U.S. companies race for import tariff exemptions after Trump pause. Tesla recalls most Cybertrucks over panel flaw. Yeah, I saw that panel flaw like a year ago. Some retirees to get a bump. And the panel flaw, there's one in the front and then there's one in the back for those Cybertrucks. Them dragging things is a very flimsy system when it comes to dragging like trailers and things. I saw that and I was like, they're gonna have to fix that. Some retirees to get a bump in Social Security benefits next month. Probably so, since they just did the whole. They're trying to push a new identity, so you have to actually verify your identity to get Social Security now. Because of the whole debacle where they had so many dead people still receiving Social Security, people that are been dead 300 years dead still getting payments. So just money kind of just getting burnt up. But I saw that they're doing this whole you have to verify who you are and your identity, whether it's on a video call. Well, it was two options: either video call or you go into a actual physical location. to do it. So we'll see how that goes. U.S.-Europe relationship has been permanently damaged. Okay. Fed Powers believes tariffs may delay inflation progress. Yeah, let's see how the Fed rate decision affects your wallet. Is this a video or is this, what is this? For Fed rate watchers, it's halftime. Nothing's happening. We might as well get, oh, some stuff just popped in. Wait a minute. Why did I get a, wait, I think I got a text. I heard the text. Why did it not sound off? I'm gonna have to test this out because we just got two new movers out here. We got EYEN and we got ADTX, which was from yesterday. Let's go and look into these up 14% and 24%. So we'll start with IYEN. Wow. Well, that was quick. Up to 250 and back down to 207. Let's see what kind of stock this is. EYTN, EYEN. Inovia. The I girlfriend. Okay, so Inovia enters into a non-binding letter of intent to effect reverse merger with Betaliq. I don't know. Betaliq regains compliance. So they just regained compliance in February. Enters into a non-binding letter of intent. So non-binding is that's kind of an oxymoron. Non-binding letter of intent. It's kind of like me saying, yeah, I'm none, I really haven't put my feet down into the dirt and made this a concrete thing yet. There's no promises being made, but it's a letter of intent. Okay, so EYEN, let's go look at where it's from, EYEN. From New York, New York. A lot of things coming from New York to New York. Okay, and it is right under that $2, so it went right on back down. Well, we'll let that one, it's gonna need to recover $2 before I look at it. So that's probably gonna disappear in a while. ADTX, it's back up here towards so this was the pre-market high from yesterday. And now the close, we take this close and do the next pre-market. So the next pre-market, let's see what the close of this one was. So we got the close right here at 10:03 yesterday, and then the ATR was 468. So 10:03 plus 460, is that around it? So this is the close of yesterday. So 468. So we're looking at a new ATR up there at 1471. So let me go ahead and slap that on here, 1471. ATR, or actually let me put a date on here, 3/20/25, 25 during pre-market. ATR high, no pre-market. All right, so let's go ahead and mark that up. We got our next level. So it came up here. Previous ATR was 897, came up here to 1214. Now it's running back into that 1214. And it is on low volume. So we'll have to see what it wants to do. But the next one is up there at 1473. So it is definitely a ways away from a new ATR there. High. All right. EYEN back under, whoops. EYEN really not looking great there. ADPN dropping on down. May go under 2 itself. 18 cents away from going under 2. So we're going to see who wants to take the lead on the day. Who wants to take the lead on the day? For now, though, they got to hold over 2 for sure. Let me see if there's any more news on ADTX, actually, while we're waiting. ADTX. Okay, so last news was 2 days ago. Apili Therapeutics announces submission of U.S. federal government funding proposals and provides corporate and ADTX transaction update. Right. So we got a subsidiary. Interesting. Still has not received any more news, but it is pedaling its way up. Right now, it is the top gainer, but it just doesn't have the volume behind it. It's going to have to overcome these other two. Get up here to this 3 million and see what it can do. But we're seeing it pull back off of this previous ATR, this 1214 level, and coming on back down. So kind of have to see about that. If it goes under 10%, you already know it's dead to me. Right, NQ, yeah, I think the NQ is still pretty bearish. It hasn't proven that this is consolidation or anything. It just came down here, hit that trend and bounced a little bit, but it can definitely continue down. But we'll have to see on the open. You know, we got a little bit of time, and most of the small caps that we're seeing right now are kind of weak, and the market is weak. So we'll have to see something that doesn't care about the market or is an inverse of the market. To see what we can get, unless it can come down here, hold this and get strong and bounce back up. That would be the only way. But looking at how it came down here, this big extension down, it's going to have to think about what it did. It's going to have to think about what it did here today. It probably means that I won't find any large caps that are bullish. The ones that are following the market, it's going to be hard for me to find one like that. TX. Yeah, I'm wondering why this thing didn't go off right there. I said anything that contains small caps and it did not go off. Maybe I should just, I wonder did it get a chance to read the message though? That's the thing. Let's see, configure, select. Maybe I need to select a number. Let me do it like that. Okay, so let me change my scanner and see if I can make it act up. I'll just wait on it. It'll do its thing. Let's see. What if I put that on? What if I wanted to change how that sounds? Because what I just did is gonna mess me up. Okay, APDN and ADTX both sitting at 12, right around 12% right now. APDN 24 cents from going under the 2. Yeah. So at the top of the move down. Now we got a new top right here of 235. How will this thing react? Only up 11%. And I don't even know if I would count this as a body block. It's not at the top of the move was up here at 261, and then this one is trading within the move, so I wouldn't even count that as a body block. Point of control though is at 221. TX. Well, this one just stopped trading once it got swatted down. Barely anything coming up on that. Almost 5 million shares traded on APDN. Mess with my scanner a little bit to see if I can get this thing to switch up. So I'm gonna go 0. I'm going to save this. I'm gonna go to come on. I wanna hear you. You got going. I'm not hearing anything, bro. What's going on? It sees this. Why is it not alerting? Let's do that then. Okay, so let's do 12, or let's do one or nothing there. Save. Nothing? Wow. I must be doing something wrong. I gotta be doing something wrong. Select contact. Oh my God. Oh wow. I'm an idiot. I see. I see. All right, let's go to um let's see if that fixes it. Not hearing anything yet. Let's go to 500, maybe. Let's go to 2 million. It's not even taking my changes anymore. That's what it is. 5 million. And let's go back to 0, and it should add all those back. There we go. Okay, now that made it work. Okay. Now, what if I wanted to actually let it read the message? Will it work? Say go there, and then I want to say if the message contains small cap. Okay, so let's do that and see if that works. So let's do back up to this. Let's go to 10 million. Yep, that's what we got. That's what I need. All right, so that's working now. And small caps, see at least 1 million. And we want to APDN went on under $2, so that is out of the scope. ADTX is the only one still sitting up here with 12%. It's 1128. It's already hit that 1214 level. No biggie. Good morning, Daniel. So this morning, we've seen some come up here and fail big. We saw APDN on their reverse split news just fell out. Then we saw EYEN pop up very quickly and fell as well. This one went up to 250 and bam, straight on down. So those are off of my radar. And I'll be watching ADTX. It's the only one on the scan. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be trading it because it's such a low volume right now. It does have a negative beta though. So if the market continues down, it could be a playable stock. Let's go over here to the NQ and see what it's actually doing now. So it is still grinding up off of this level. So on the NQ, we see that it has now tested this level 3 times and is coming up here and bottling up at the 9,800. But with this momentum, I'm thinking there's a little bit more downwards unless it just goes into consolidation. But with this, I don't know. We'll see. Will it go down, or will some news pop out today that really changes things and it pops back through the roof? It has already double topped up here at the 2000s or the 20,000s on the NQ. And so right now we are in an uptrend, and we're in an uptrend in an uptrend. So we got an uptrend back here that we were watching. And let me show y'all over here. We got an uptrend in an uptrend. So uptrend started, then in the uptrend, we got another uptrend. So the question is, will this candle right here that we're watching today break down, or will it continue to consolidate and continue to follow this uptrend, or does it need to come back and test this one down here? But the level of interest down here is at 19,400 on the NQ. 19,400. So we're just watching, waiting, and being patient. Okay. Watching, waiting, and being patient. Okay, so I canceled that one. So I just got 2 main alert systems there. I think the one that went through the roof yesterday was was it CRVO? No, it wasn't that one. What was it? It was an ADTX. There's one that went during pre-market and started breaking things, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was ADTX right here. Yeah, I'm looking at the right one. Came in here, started just going, ran into this ATR high, flashed down. Now I have 2 ATR versions on this chart. The blue lines are the ATRs based on the close of the previous day, on all previous data, right? The green line is Wilder's ATR. So basically, I just use both of them. Like, okay, which one of these is going to be the significant level? During the day, I want to see it holding over Wilder's. What Wilder's calculates is the last 14 candles back. It averages that and gives you an ATR. It averages the close, high, low, and open of each candle, and then gives you an average ATR. The ATR from the past, all you need is the close and the closing days ATR, and so that's all you need for that one. But yeah, use both of these. We can see that it came up here to this 12.14 exactly, and backing off of that level, real nice. It's up 13%, but we'll see if it can hold. Very low volume as far as I'm concerned, though. Still hasn't reached 2 million shares traded. Hi. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go and let me see what I want to leave the chart on. I'm gonna go and check on some chores that I was completing here so I could be ready to go today. Anyway, I'll just leave it on the NQ. NQ is going to be the main focus anyway first. That's where we start. And then we want to see, what small caps come up. But we'll see if I get any alerts or whatnot. Give me 1 second. Be back. Oh, yeah. No rush trading. What we like to call it. No chasing, none of that. Buy on the red, selling the green, baby. Nah, sometimes I buy the green, but it's in a dip. If I'm gonna buy the green in a dip. Oh, something just got added. Wint, WINT, and APDN came back up there a little bit, but Wint is the one that's running. It is a negative beta. Oh, that's nice. So the spot goes down, at least we got something to trade. Okay, so Wint up 39%. Let's go and look into its news and what it's about. WITINT. It's above $2. It's getting up to that 5 million shares traded. Last news, Wintry announces notice of allowance from U.S. Patent and Trademark Office for acute heart failure. Okay, so news on the 4th. let's go and look at some other places. WINT, Windtree Therapeutics. Looks like it is out of Pennsylvania. Windtree Therapeutics, a biotechnology company, focuses on the development of therapeutics for the treatment of acute cardiovascular diseases. The company's lead product candidate is taroxamine, which is a phase 2B clinical trial for the treatment of acute decompensated heart failure. Okay, so then it dives into some of that stuff. It says the company was formerly known as Discovery Laboratories Inc. and changed its name to Windtree Therapeutics Inc. in April 2016. The company was founded in 1992 and is headquartered in Warrenton, Pennsylvania. So let's look at the statistics here. It's almost 5 million shares traded on it. Float is looking like under 1 million. Now I do see very low insiders in here and very low institutions. So I don't know who's going to take control here, but that's something to take note of. Let me pop over here to my notes. WINT, went. This is not a Chinese stock. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so Windtree Therapeutics, float of under 1 million as well. So went. Okay. Float under 1 million. Let's go check somewhere else what the float is. WINT. Windtree. Float under 1 million over here as well. What about the insiders? Okay, it's very low insiders owning on this one. Statistics. Float. Yep, that one's under as well. Okay. It went over here. Okay, float is under. Okay, so everywhere says it's under 1 million. Went no shelf registration. Oh, here's a S3. This one came from approximate date commencement. Definitely one of those. This perspective relates to the offer and resale by selling stockholders identified in this prospectus. Okay, so yeah, it does have a shelf from 8/2024. Okay. 2024, so that's a little bit of time ago. We'll see what it wants to do, but it is the number one right now, about to take the number one spot with 5 million shares here, and it is a negative beta. So that means if the market's going down, it goes up. It has a high propensity to go up. It's got a negative beta. So I would definitely be looking for the market to dive for Went to take some nice little upward moves. We need to calculate the ATR here. Okay, so let's flip over here to the main, or not the main, the screen. So Went closed at 169. Okay, and so I got a bunch of stuff out here. Some of these are, go ahead and clear this drawing set. I haven't seen it in a while, but the ATR here, close of 169. And it has an average ATR of 62 cents plus 162. It's going to be 231. So up here or over here, let's go ahead and set that 231 is going to be our ATR no pre-market. ATR no pre-market. And our Wilders will come out after the open. But let me date this as well. 2025 pre. Whoops. Oh man. Pre ATR no pre-market. Change this color. All right, so 231 is that ATR high, which it is above. We'll see how well it holds. It's got 39% up right now. We'll see what that wants to do there. Does it want to go a little bit higher than pull back to this 231, or how does it want to act today? Almost 6 million shares traded, catching up with APDN very quickly. It's about to take the #1 spot. Pulling back to this ATR high here of the 231s. Tapped it just lightly. So we got 239 here is kind of like a body block, top of the move. $320. Edit. Gonna be yeah. All right. So 231s. Let's see if it's going to actually end up holding up that 231 or what. Still up 34%. Getting bought back up there to that 230, 231-ish level. But this candle has not closed yet. Oh, we got 6. Well, it's about to take about to take the top spot. A lot of stuff here. Now we already got the body block. Now some people like this setup. They'll trade it right off of this ATR, looking for a move on upward above this 239, which is definitely possible. For me, I like a little bit more pullback, but it is showing some buying pressure here. So it could definitely get carried through this 239. But I'm waiting for this candle to close to see if it's going to close, you know, at around 231, or if it wants to dip down just a little bit more. I can see a little bit more of that pulling back. But looks good. Definitely not a horrible stop. I got about a couple minutes. I got to go and get to driving here in a little bit. But watching this one, we'll just have to see. If y'all make all the money while I'm driving, then I won't be mad, you know. Got about 10 minutes till I need to get on down, though. So, and I really don't want to get into this trade and not be able to manage it, because, you know, kind of like to take my profits and get out. Okay, so a little bit of pressure coming in under this one as it pushes down. Got the body block up there, 239. We know where the ATR is. So only up 35% now. And it continues to pull back to showing a little buying pressure around this 231. Will it break down 225s? Very close. Very close. This candle still hasn't closed yet, though. Back up to the 231s. Like I said, some people like this setup because this is kind of a bullish setup. Holding aggressively here at this 231 level. Yep. And the setup that I look for, I find at least one time a day. So, if it does happen on this one, I'm not gonna be expecting it to be somewhere else. I only see it like one time a day, like I said, in each cap. So it might be one in pre-market, or what might be one in a small cap, one in mid cap, and something else. But this is what I was talking about, that 231 ATR holding there. Candle still has not closed yet. We got 9 minutes until the candle closes, but you can tell there is something happening at that 231. And now it's about to disprove the whole body block thing. If it bounces over that 239 and closes this candle green, this is not a body block candle. So it would not be giving me the setup I'm looking for, which is good for me because I got to drive and I'll probably find it somewhere later today. So I actually hope it goes green. Do it. Do it to them. Do it. Break over that 240. You know you want to. 8 minutes left. Get over that 240. Come on, come on. Please don't break down. We needs this thing to go green. Go. All right. Well, I need it to go green. Y'all might be in it and looking for it to go higher. I don't know, but I'd rather not miss my trade on the day because I'm driving here. Well, 231, man. A lot of people doing their math here, just like I did this morning, putting those ATRs out there, and bam, nice. And now I needed to close green. Just close green and just keep pushing. It may be something that pulls back during the intraday, but I'm glad to see this thing going green. Come on, keep pushing. Keep chugging. 250s, 8 cents away from 250. Interesting. There, come on, 245s. I talk to people sometimes, they're like, man, I don't think those ATRs work like that. It's like, well, you just gotta back test it, really. Back test it and see for yourself. And now it's messing up because it's coming down looking like a body block area again. Oh man. Well, this is not looking good. It might actually do the setup before I even get to where I'm going. Not good at all. But we got the body block level. Try to get to where I'm going pretty quick and see if we can get a test back up, because this is just 20 cents up here to this top at 240s. Now this is definitely a body block candle. So my first target would be this 240 level. Up 30%, 8 million shares traded on this one. And this candle still has not closed. Now, if it pops all the way back up to 31 from here, I mean, that's gonna be crazy. But now it's below the ATR high. So just kind of gotta let it chill out. Chillax. And if it goes under 2, I'm definitely thinking it's dead. $0.20 from that 2 drop off. Got about 5 minutes left on the stream, and I am going to really hope that it does not do that setup today or during pre-market. Get back over there, 231. You got 4 minutes left. Go ahead and get bought up. Get some excitement back there. Let's go. That pop back up there, 231. And you know, I use 15-minute candles, so I wait for the candles to close, kind of see where the war zone is. And it kind of saves me a lot because using those 1 minutes, you get caught in all of this. Come on, baby, get over there at 231. Mm. Now the ATR acting as a little bit of resistance. Can they blow through that level of the 230s? Got 3 minutes left till I got to get on down. Looks like it's going to be closing under the ATR high, which is cool. Cool with that. So now all I'll be waiting for during the day is for it to come up here and start holding over this ATR high, which is a 231. So we still are good. We're still really good here. But anyway, appreciate you guys for, man, and this thing's popping back up as soon as the count is about to close in 2 minutes. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I have to get on down, get on the road. I got a little bit further to drive this morning than usual. So I'm gonna catch back up with y'all in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord is free. I'll drop a link here to the Discord. Discord. Okay, here's the Discord link. And I gotta get rolling, baby. But before I go, so this is where I'm sitting on the week and on the day and all of that good, all that good stuff. Right here. So I've been, taking some green trades, green, and I want to get some green today, but due to this drive, I don't know if I might miss my opportunity. But if it doesn't show up again, it's just whatever. I just come back on Friday. If actually Friday is the busy day. Friday, I don't even know what's gonna happen on that day. I may or may not be streaming, but I'll see how it goes. I haven't really exactly got the times and the schedule for that day, but these 2 days are gonna be a little bit weird. But we've been doing good so far this month, and looking to just continue. All right, I gotta get out of here. Once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, let me go pick up some things. Studio. Let's see. Studio. Outro. Gato. Properties. Okay, cool. So yeah, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Let's see. Kind of looks like it's doing the most, huh? Coming up there to that 231, and the 231 is becoming resistance. All right, well, that is it for me today. Head on the swivel, you're gonna keep trading, and yeah, manage your risk. And I will let you know how the day goes for me in the Discord, or before I even take the trade, I'll let you know what I'm seeing. But I definitely won't be seeing anything if I'm still driving. So, all right, y'all have a good one, and I will catch back up with you guys later on today. Peace.